Hello and welcome to Nature Talk on Aftercast.com, where James and Tina will be your hosts for the next 30 to 45 minutes discussing nature as we see it. Join us each Wednesday for a new episode of Nature Talk.
This is my grandpa's talk show.
Hi, this is James
and Tina,
and welcome to another episode of Nature Talk. Hello and welcome to episode 8 on Nature Talk podcast. I've got Tina sitting over there. She hadn't said hi.
Hi. Sorry, I was taking a drink of my flavored water.
Flavored water. Okay. Blooper. Maybe not. Maybe not. There you go. There's a blooper.
Quit blooping.
All right. Okay, this is a day late because of the holidays. Hope everybody had a nice and safe Memorial weekend.
Definitely.
Yeah. We didn't do anything. We grilled out.
Yeah.
With all the mosquitoes and flies and... Yeah.
And stayed off the road with some of the people that shouldn't have been on the road.
There you go. Yep.
We stayed safe at home.
We did that, didn't we? I went out once or twice there just up the road to get a few things we was out of, but a lot of sirens going on over here this weekend.
Yeah, way too many.
We got a what I wanted to talk about tonight. It's not very much, but these little bugs, these little critters. Blooper.
Come on, James.
These annoying little creatures. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, they're not annoying.
No, I like to hear them. But we got to get a name straight because a lot of people call them locust, and some people call them katydids. But they're neither. They are called cicadas.
We do have locusts out here,
but that's not what we have out here is cicadas.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time I see one hanging on a tree, I'll grab it and bring it in here and show it to you.
Just so I can look it up on the internet.
Turn it loose and let the cats have it.
See, that's going to be a little difficult, though, talking about different things when you don't have a picture of them. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I know it, but what started it was someone on one of our group pages had a picture of one, and it's exactly like the one that we have here. And I looked it up as locust, and it was totally locust and katydid. Both look familiar to the grasshopper. They have a similar look.
Yeah, I swear that big grasshopper-looking thing was a grasshopper and not a locust.
Yeah.
But internet says it's locust, and internet don't lie. But
all the images. I mean, there was pages of images of the same thing.
So, grasshopper-looking locusts.
And all those images came from a different site. Yeah, so I would rather do that than to just go to one site and look at it and say, oh, they're wrong.
All these years I thought a big old grasshopper was a grasshopper and find out it's a locust?
Well, it's similar to a grasshopper.
Looks like the big old grasshoppers we had in Texas.
Looks more like a grasshopper that does these things that goes... That sound pretty good?
Sound good enough.
Okay. But anyway, these cicadas are the ones that comes out of their shell, usually hang on a tree. Now, I had one on my tire about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, there you go. See, and I thought those were locusts.
Yeah.
Wow, have I been wrong?
Yeah. And did you know that they have a real long lifespan? Yeah. I wanted to go through that because they live in the ground. They're insects that Well, start with their eyes are prominent, though not especially large, and set wide apart on the anterior lateral corners of the fronds. Okay, I was reading. Let's see, what would be the best one to go to? Wikipedia?
Probably.
They're probably pretty safe to read from that. What?
Locusts are the swarming phase of a certain species of looks like short-horned grasshoppers. So,
Yeah.
they're, I guess, a grasshopper of sorts.
They're also related to the leaf hoppers and spittlebugs.
Spittlebugs?
Yeah. And cicadas are often colloquially we are real good at reading, called locusts. Although they are unrelated to true locusts.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they cause damage to several cultivated crops, shrubs, and trees, mainly in the form of scarring left on tree branches, while the female lay their eggs deep in the branches. Yeah. They live 13 to 17 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but they live under in the ground. They live in the ground.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Extremely long life cycle, 13 to 17 years. And emerge in large numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They come up out of the ground, and then they start flying everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to see the attack of the cicada.
Well, that one year, I know, it's been probably 15 years ago. It was the worst year for the cicadas to being out. You know, it said that they hadn't come out for a while, and they all came out. And everywhere you went, you could hear them, day or night.
Mm-hmm.
I remember driving down the interstate, and you'd hear that sound of them constantly from the woods that was on the other side of the interstate.
Call me weird, I like that sound.
Yeah, it's different. And did you ever see one after it came out of its shell?
Yeah, you had a picture of one, remember?
Yeah, what'd I do with that picture? I've been
I
looking
don't
for
know.
it. It was halfway out of its shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on the fence.
It's pretty neat looking.
Yeah. And I was camping one time, and that was that year that they had a lot of them. And I would sit there with my binoculars, and I mean, I could just sit there with my binoculars and see them flying through, flying by. And then they'd land on a tree, and I'd get a real good view of them. Well, I don't know. I'd like to get this. I'm going to see if I can get this audio of them, maybe put them on the show note. I guess I could do that, and so people could hear. It's on the articles here, and it says listen to the article. Maybe not, maybe, but anyway, I did hear there it is, calling song of the cicada, and they do. They can be heard up to a mile away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew they were kind of loud up here in the yard.
Yeah, they're loud, but a mile away. Can you imagine that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. They found 2,500 species.
Gee, really?
Yeah, and many remain to be described. They live in temperature to tropical climates where they're among the most widely recognized of all insects, mainly due to their large size and unique sound.
They definitely have a unique sound.
The wings are well developed with conspicuous veins in some species, The wing membranes are wholly transparent, whereas in many other proximal parts of the wings are clouded or... Oh! There's a word I know, but I can't pronounce it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Opaque? O-P-A-Q-U-E.
I've heard that word.
Yeah. And some have no significantly clear areas on their wings. Oh, we're doing good on the show today.
I think we're a little bit tired.
I think it's because of that weekend went by, and then Tuesday went by. And then
It's
this
been
is
rainy
Wednesday.
and hot, and we've been awake too long.
Okay, bites are unlikely to be a defensive reaction and are rare, usually occurring when the cicada is allowed to rest on a person's body for an extended amount of time. Yeah, they okay, good to know. All that good information. If you want to find out more information on it, go to Wikipedia.com and look up cicada.
Yeah, you better spell that.
Go to Google search for cicada and look for Wikipedia.
Cicada.
Yeah. And I thought you want me to spell Wikipedia.
No, cicada. So they'd know.
Okay. Wow. All right. There's all kind of information here, and some of it's just rerun of what they've just said. The singing of the male cicada is not stridulation.
We can't pronounce words either.
Maybe we'll go to another website.
Maybe. Something more simple.
Such as many familiar species of insects produce. For example, crickets, instead of male cicadas, have a noisemaker called a timbal below each side of the anterior abdominal region. The timbals are structures of the exoskeleton formed into complex membranes with thin membranous portions and thickened ribs. Okay.
We'll make it through this show yet. Okay, what's next?
If you go there, they got a list of different sounds here. They got the cicada song.
Oh, that'd be cool.
In New Zealand. They have a recording of the cicada chorus in Japan, the cicadas in Greece, and the single cicada calling from Irving, Texas.
Hey, there you go.
Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Guess what I found?
What?
On that Wikipedia. There's a little video there that shows one coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're commonly eaten by birds and sometimes by squirrels. But Mesospora cicadina, a fungal disease, is the biggest enemy of
Come on, James, now.
Yeah, cicadas. Another known predator is the cicada killer wasp.
Oh, I've never heard of one of those.
In eastern Australia, that's probably why. The native freshwater fish, Australian bass, are keen predators of cicadas that crash land on the surface of streams.
Wow. You're hurting me over here.
Some species have an unusual defense mechanism to protect themselves from
Predators?
No.
No?
Predation?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. because so many emerge at once. The number of cicadas in any given area exceeds the amount predators can eat. All available predators, and thus... Maybe I better quit reading this.
Yeah, we're not doing so hot on
Oh,
reading.
boy. Okay, everybody got their big jokes in, the big laughs of the night. That's our... yeah, maybe we ought to talk about something that's got a little bit smaller words to it.
I would think so.
But yeah, if you go there, just go to en.wikipedia.org/wiki/cicada, cicadas, CICADA. And if you scroll down, there's all kinds of words in here that you can be interested in.
Maybe you can say them better than we can.
Maybe, but there's one picture here. It's a time sequence photo of a cicada molting. They call it molting. And it's on a paper towel. Looks like the brand we buy. Got the little swirls in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, the paper towel didn't have anything to do with it, but it shows them coming out there. And they're ugly. But they're cute.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. It's the cutest, ugly looking thing I ever seen.
There you go. That works.
Whoa. Okay, let's get off of the cicadas. Can't even say it right. I have to look down here.
Cicada?
Cicada, yeah. Let's just get away from the cicadas.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah. So we're going to get away from that right now. We're going to go to something that's a little simpler to talk about, and that's the Cuban tree frog that we have down here in Florida. They came over here from Cuba.
I would think so, if that's the name of them.
They say they do, from different boats. They hop on the boat or hop on a material or whatever, you know, when they're loading it on the boats, and they come over here. But there are lots of them. That's the one that we took for a ride down the highway here a couple of weeks ago.
Was it one of those?
The bigger one, yeah. I remember the paw, the foot on that one. That had to have been one. They have little pads on each toe. But we've got one here on the RV that lives on top of the door frame.
And
outside.
Yeah, and on top of the light.
On top of the light, yeah. And of course we leave the light on pretty much till the end of the days, you know, that we lock the door and shut the light off. But we watched it eat a moth tonight.
Boy, did it get it quick.
I always wondered how they getting them, because every once in a while we'll hear a thump and it'd fall off of the side of the RV and land on the ground. But almost every night he's up there. And tonight there was a couple of moths flying around the light, and he was just sitting there. And what happened? All of a sudden, how did he get that? Yeah, he got a frog.
Got a frog.
Blooper.
He stretched out his neck, opened that big wide mouth, and that moth was gone.
Yeah, we didn't see him hardly make any effort for it, and it seemed like the moth just flew right in there.
It calls the Cuban tree frog an annoying pest.
It is.
No, it's not. They're cute.
They're everywhere.
They're cute. I like them.
You like them? Okay.
They're frogs. They're cute.
Well...
And they don't hurt nothing. They're just getting the bugs.
They're annoying. You know, I opened up the lid on the barbecue grill and one of them jumped in it.
Well, poor thing. Luckily, the barbecue grill wasn't going.
Yeah, it was going, but it landed on the lid.
I don't think they're annoying at all.
Then he got caught in the grill. Then I had to poke him out of the grill to get him on the ground. Then I went over and booted him with my boot to get him to move, and he just laid there like, you know.
You probably scared him.
Probably playing possum.
Yep.
But he did, when I turned around and sat down on the little picnic table and looked back over there, he was gone. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like them anyway.
Yeah. Well, we seen some interesting pictures on your favorite shots. No, what is it? On you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, your favorite shots. That group page on Facebook. There's quite a few nice pictures of birds and more birds, but there's a lot of pictures too of scenery, horses. There was one cow that was playing peek-a-moo.
Peek-a-moo?
Mm-hmm. That's what they said, playing peek-a-moo.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And Greg had a nice little picture here. It is a nice picture. I don't think you've seen it. Said he had a bowl of drinking water and a bowl of food that they put out for the stray dogs, and the doves would beg to differ. The one dove decided to get in and eat. And the one bird sitting on the edge of the bowl getting water, and the other bird's in the food bowl eating. So that was put on there by Greg. That was a nice shot. And then he's got the shot of the back roads of Tucson, which that was nice. The mountains and the cactus in the background, and yeah, there's lots and lots of nice pictures in here. And cactus in their yard. Then you got a picture on there of the sunset with this guy in his kayak.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, too.
Oh, that's a nice shot there. Of course, I took that little program I got and I erased the kayak.
Yeah, I liked my kayak.
Yeah, I think it looks better with the kayak in it.
See?
I mean, that one picture Greg put in there where these two horses was going down his road, and he said it was a rush hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Going past his house was two people on two horses there.
I like their rush hour.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Rick. Rick's on there with a lot of nice photos too.
Mm-hmm.
He does photography too, and Carrie. Well, she's put some nice pictures on there of Yellowstone in 2014. There's a waterfall there in Yellowstone. That was a nice looking waterfall she took a photo of.
You know, you gotta admit, there's people on here there's just a lot of good photos from different people.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a few different people.
Yeah, that kind of makes you want to be out there where they're at.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to see some of that scenery.
But they're probably doing the same thing where they are. They're probably saying they just love to be down here and see the scenery we have.
What scenery?
Well, it's different to them.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
what's the difference in Southwest Florida as Tucson, Arizona? They're both kind of desert looking like.
And then you got to think, like, how many people have seen pileated woodpeckers?
Right.
They're here in Florida, but where else are they?
Yeah. There's that cow.
But I like some of these birds that people are getting in Arizona and everywhere else.
Leslie put this one on here. In Illinois, Holstein playing peek-a-moo.
Aww.
Hiding behind a tree with his head sticking out.
That sounds cute.
I guess, if they think you can't see their body, they're... Well, no, because it was the moose or the elk. They'll hide behind a tree. Their whole body would be sticking out, but their eyes would be covered.
Mm-hmm.
Where if they can't see you, they think they're hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that before. That's pretty cool.
There's another one that Rick put on here. This verdin on a red yucca tree. Leaf or branch. There you go, branch. So yeah, this is an interesting group page, and it's called Your Favorite Shots, and it's pretty nice. Everybody's friendly and sharing pictures and photos and things on there. The requirement for being a member, it's free. It's a free member anyway. You have to ask to join, but one of the main things that they have on here is put your favorite shots on. Do not disrespect, and no nudity.
Very good.
Yeah, so that pretty much covers.
And it is only for your favorite shots and not for advertisements.
Right, no advertisements. You'll get busted
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Keep a close eye on that. But yeah, anything that you have that's got to do with nature, outdoors, or whatever, you're welcome to post that on here and say what you need to about it, where it's at, or what you were doing when you was taking that photos. And yeah, that's check it out. I'm sure you can probably look at it without being a member. You just probably won't be able to post and stuff. So, what's next on the agenda?
I don't know.
Hmm.
You didn't talk too much about the frog, though.
No, the pesky little critters.
They are not pesky. They're cute and adorable and sweet.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is it? We haven't seen much out here in this last week. We hadn't seen the deer.
No.
We have seen the foxes quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Every day. 6-7 times a day they come up in the yard.
Just to sit on their backside and cock their head and look at us.
That's right.
That's funny.
The coons come out. We've got a little swimming pool out there for them to get a drink out of. And that's the last thing they use it for.
Yeah, well, they swim in it.
Yeah.
And, well,
It's
other
swimming in
things.
it and other things.
Yeah.
But they enjoy it.
As long
Cools
as
them
they're
off.
happy, yeah.
Cools them off. Yeah, they get in there sometimes, just their front paws and their belly,
Yeah.
and they'll lay in it for a little bit, and then they'll go away. And the rabbit,
Oh, yeah, our bunny rabbit we see every day.
rabbits, and
Yeah, we have more than one around here.
yeah, big ones too. They're getting bigger.
Oh, of course they are.
Got a lot of green grass to eat here now.
Mm-hmm.
All the grass is starting to grow, and oh, I seen a black snake again yesterday or the day before, going across the road there before I got to the driveway.
No, did you?
Yeah, it was about 3 feet long. Most of them have been running about 4 feet or so.
Yeah, and they don't get very big around. They're
No,
kind of thin.
This one wasn't very big around. It was a little bigger than a thumb size.
Yeah, and like our nasty little rattlesnakes that get up to 5 feet long, and you can't even put your hand around one of them.
Yeah. Got that video you having that
Ringneck.
Ringneck, yeah. I had that video. I found it today.
I like that.
I don't know if I find it again.
Probably not.
It might be. I might have put that on YouTube. I'll have to check it out, and if I did, I can put that on there.
You probably did.
Yeah. I know all these episodes goes on YouTube. If anybody wants to listen to it on YouTube, it's on Hiker James 1, and that's spelled HIKERJAMZ, the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that'll get you there to the YouTube channel. Greg's still selling his books.
Good.
They can be found. What's it? Greg's Backyard Birdies, and you can find them by searching on Google. Search for Greg's Backyard Birdies, and tell you a list of different places that sell them.
Quite a few places too.
Right. Yeah. And I haven't talked to him lately to see if he's starting to collect any pictures for his next book.
Yeah, that's what everybody's wondering. When's that next book going to be started?
Yeah. He needs to let somebody know so I can find out.
Yeah, cheer him on. Come on, Greg, start that book.
Yeah, we're all waiting for that next
I'm
book to
telling
come
you.
out. I can't remember now. It's been so long since I talked to him about it. I can't remember what he said the next book might be.
Oh, gee, I don't know. I don't think I heard.
So we'll find out and maybe get back with you on that. But yeah, he's I guess where he lives at, there's just birds after birds in his yard.
Yeah, I've seen a few pictures of them, and wow.
Yeah, they're nice.
Nice birds.
So, other than that, I don't know. Well, if you got anything else you want to talk about, we're 30 minutes into the show.
Oh, we're that far already, huh?
It goes by quicker when we do it at night. There we can.
I think it does.
Down.
Yeah, because you don't have to get up and turn the air on for a little while and then turn it back off and start over.
Yeah. We got flies right now outside, and we don't have any inside. I haven't seen any inside, because usually when you open the door to go out or come in, they'll shoot right in through the door. But I haven't seen any.
And this is where our pesky Cuban tree frog needs to come in. When them flies are all out there, he needs to be sitting on top of that other grill because he could catch a bunch of them.
But you know what? He only comes out at night,
I've
and the flies
noticed that.
don't.
I don't understand that. That's the only time I've ever seen it, too, is at nighttime.
Where's the flies go at night? I mean, there's 157, maybe 253 a day.
Yeah, and then at night they're gone when you need the frog.
Yeah.
The frog doesn't come out until night, and then the flies are gone.
Anybody know the reason of that? Let us know. Send us an email to naturetalk@outlook.com.
Are the flies smart enough to know that the Cuban
That's
tree
what I'm
frogs
thinking.
are out?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The flies know the frogs come out at night. And why the frogs don't come out in the daytime?
Yeah, that is a good question, because I have never seen one of those during the day.
Except the one we took for a ride.
That was not a Cuban tree frog. That was another frog.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that one was the one with it had a pattern on it, like a little bullfrog.
I know he was hiding in the hood there. They got a name for it, but there where the vent is in front of your windshield.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that, and I guess he was wondering what all the vibration and noise was, and come out to sea, and the wind caught him. Slung him around to your side of the door, and he's hanging on with one leg, and his eyelids is flapping in the wind.
Hanging on for dear life.
Doing about 50 miles an hour.
And that's a story I am not going to forget for a long time, because I made you stop so he could pull over and let the poor thing off on the ground.
Yeah.
Except it didn't want to go out right away.
No, he wanted to go all the way across and come out my door.
He sure did. He wanted to visit you.
Yeah, he visited my steering wheel and my dash and
your shirt.
My shirt.
The windshield.
Where did they hold all that liquid?
I'd like to know that too. I didn't get wet.
No, you didn't.
He waited until he got to your side.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh man, that's so bad.
Yeah.
But at least he got put out safely.
Hey, we got fire ants down here big time too. Does anybody else have that problem?
I'm sure they do.
I don't know. We'll ask them. Does anybody have that problem?
I know in Texas we did.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
They might have them in other states too then.
I'm sure they do.
See, when I lived in Illinois, I lived out in the country, but it was real far and in between when you seen them, and you would only see one big mound, and you wouldn't see them nowhere else. You could roll around in the grass out in your yard and everything else. In Ohio, I never seen any, but there was some regular ants in Ohio that come up through the crack in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
About once a year, they form an army, and there's millions of them comes up out of that crack and just hang around the sidewalk. And I don't know why. They always did it in the same spot. Yeah. So anyway, them fire ants ain't nothing to play around with.
Oh no, and they are definitely plentiful here.
I made a mistake that one day and was doing something, and I set my hand down on the ground. And when I raised my hand up, it was covered with them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't biting until I started wiping them off my hand.
The first time you swipe at one, they all bite.
Oh, they burn. They leave real red marks and whelps on you and everything else.
And they are really bad here.
And they're real tiny, too. They're not very big at all.
No, but they sure have a big bite.
Yeah, they got a big bite.
Ooh.
Once in a while, a spider, I'll get you a little bite there.
Wolf spider!
Oh, spider, no.
I love our wolf spiders.
No.
Although, you don't want to corner them, because if you corner them, they will jump on you and chase you.
Yeah.
Just to get away. Now, I did something one time, I thought this was funny. I was on the back porch, and there was a wolf spider. It was just standing in front of me, so I kept kind of stomping my feet toward it. And it'd back up a little bit, and I'd stomp my feet a little bit more and back up. All of a sudden, I stomped real hard in front of it, and the stupid spider flipped over on its back. And I thought I killed it. I thought I gave it a heart attack or something. Because, I mean, it just up and over on its back. So I'm taking this stick, and I'm kind of not poking it, but pushing it with the stick. That stupid thing flipped back over and took off and ran up the wall. I said, I guess they play dead, too.
Playing possum.
I tell you what, though, they will bite. I guarantee you they will bite. But they would rather run from you unless you corner them. When you corner them, then they'll chase you or jump on you.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
I'd rather have them chase me than to jump on me.
In a wide open area, they'll run from you. They are scared to death of people. As big as those things are, they're scared.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else that was scared today, too, that we seen.
Oh, that was so bad.
Now, you know a fox. A fox will eat rabbits and other animals. This fox we've got come walking around the corner of this, well, not the corner, but come walking around a tree. And there was a rabbit sitting there.
He didn't see the rabbit.
And he didn't see the rabbit, and the rabbit didn't see the fox.
Mm-hmm.
But when they just happened to catch a glimpse of each other, they both ran two different directions. Like, what did I say? The rabbit ran like a fox, and a fox took off like a rabbit.
Well, you said the rabbit. Wait a minute. You said the fox took off like a rabbit, and the rabbit took off like a freight train.
There you go.
One went left and one went right, and we don't know which one was more scared.
And I never seen either one run as fast as they did.
I did. It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. I know the fox the other day was sitting there, and he was out in the yard going towards his den. And here, when it rains, it just starts.
Yeah, for
no warning.
No warning at all.
And it just started pouring. That fox jumped about 4 inches off the ground and didn't know what direction to go.
No, poor thing.
It scared him because it was raining, so I'm thinking that they're afraid of water.
Or it might have been the big boom of thunder.
We hadn't had any yet. It just started to rain.
Oh, well, maybe they don't like getting wet.
Yeah. Unless they know when they feel that rain on them that it's going to thunder and they're scared of it.
Could be. During rainy season, a lot of times it rains a whole lot, though, so maybe they figure it'd be better safe at home.
Yeah, I can't wait until the otters come out.
Otters.
Yep. They say there's a lot of otters here.
Yeah, I've heard people say there was otters in the canals, but I've never seen any.
Yeah, that'd be nice. People pay money to have an otter.
Yep.
And we got them here for free.
So true. And the manatees? Wow.
Oh, yeah. What about those starfish?
Starfish. They call them sea fish here.
Yeah.
What about them?
What about... They had a explosion of populated... They just all of a sudden, they said millions of them came up to
Naples Pier.
Yeah.
And they don't know why.
Yeah, they just
all... We haven't seen starfish here. Wow, I haven't been to the beach that often, but I haven't even heard about anybody seeing starfish. Now, all of a sudden, millions of them show up, and nobody knows why or which direction they came from. So I don't know what the deal is with those. Guess we'll have to see if we can read up on it somewhere and find it and figure out why they came.
Yeah. What was it? He said it had 7 legs? something like that.
I didn't read it all.
5 legs. It was an odd number of legs.
It's probably 5. I'm thinking star.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing
Star is usually
5 points. I mean, I could be wrong. We'll have to look it up, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get into that next week.
And we'll look up manatees and find out a little bit about them. We do know they're called sea cows.
If nobody knows what a manatee is, it's the ugliest looking thing.
Don't pick on the manatees. Okay,
They're protected too.
They are kind of ugly, but they're also
kind of like
they're cute. They're like big. I don't know. They're real friendly. They're just cute.
They're like what do they call those things? Scoot around on their belly in the cold weather and
seals.
Seals, yeah.
They're like
they're like seal.
Walruses.
Yeah.
Big but they're cute. Pick on our Florida animals.
They even have license plates down here you can get with Save the Manatee.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got Save the Manatee, Save the Panther, Save the this, Save the that.
Yeah, save everything they got down here is what they're doing. Yeah.
The gators and
Ours has In God We Trust.
Yeah, and you know how many we see of those? Not many.
No. It's either because they're new coming out.
No, they've been around for a while.
Haven't.
Yeah. But everybody wants the specialty plates, like Save the Manatees,
yeah.
Save the...
Who wants to pay $65 a year just for the plate?
I don't.
Whatever it costs, I think it's like $65 for the plate, and then was it $55 for the sticker?
Mm-hmm.
And so every year you got to pay that
$100
and something.
Like, we couldn't afford that.
No. We couldn't afford
I mean, if you can, go for it, but we sure couldn't.
Well, there's enough people supporting them with it.
Yeah.
They don't need us to help out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, anyway, hey, we're 42 minutes in.
Guess we better get going then,
Yeah, we're about done with the show.
Woohoo!
Didn't
that
take
was
long.
Quick.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's good because we fumbled all the way through it. Good thing we weren't playing football with our words.
We ought to name this show episode
Goof Up
8 Bloopers.
Oh man, we did bad today. We just could not get anything out right, hardly.
Yeah, well,
it could have been worse. There you go.
Yep. I don't know how, but hey, we need some feedback to know what you would like to hear us talk about.
There you go.
If you got something special, something that's different. No matter where you're at, you got something different than what we have.
Oh yeah.
So if you just send us an email with something, we can look up the information on it. Tell us where you're from, or where this animal or bird or plant, flowers, or whatever it is, where you're from, it is from, so we can look it up. I don't know if I can call that a blooper or not, but it was pretty good.
It worked.
And so, this week we're not really into the show.
Well, we are. Our minds just aren't working as fast as our mouths are.
Okay, so do that. Send us an email to naturetalk@outlook.com, and we're gonna go. So talk to you next week. Until then,
see ya.